Eldrigo, happy afternoon. Okay, it is nearly the lunch time. Madhya Pradesh ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿದೆ. Actually, ಆ ತರ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಉತ್ತರ ಪ್ರದೇಶ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it will be difficult. But still, I'll take it as a challenge. I'll see to it you will enjoy and you will also learn a lot of things. ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದಲೇ ಇರೋದೇನು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. But as a group, when all of us put together are going to sit and do, whether it is a meditation, whether it is a pranayama, or whether it is a yogasana, whether it is a celebration, when lot of people put together do, wise is more, it multiplies. ನೀವು ಒಬ್ಬರೇ ಕೂತು ಓಂಕಾರ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೂ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕೂತು ಓಂಕಾರ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೂ ತುಂಬಾನೇ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಇದೆ. ನೀವು ಒಬ್ಬರೇ ನಿಮ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರೂಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೂ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಒಂದು ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇಟ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈಸ್. So in a working environment, because I have worked in Infosys, I have also worked in Accenture. After that, I have been a trainer. Just to introduce myself, my name is Dr. Mallikarjuna. I am an M.Tech in computer science. I initially started off with a trainer. My job was to train IT people who get into the company. ಒಂದು ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದವರು ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ಜಾಬ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದಾಗ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಅವಾಗ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. ಆ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾದ ನಂತರ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಜಾಬ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ರೆಕ್ರೂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗೋದು, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಪುಟ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟೆಡ್, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಟ್ ಪೀಪಲ್. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಇಸ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಟೀಮ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಟುಡೇ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎ ಒನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಆರ್ಮಿ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್, ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ become big, ಅಂದ್ರೆ it has to become successful, ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is never going to be a one man army. It is always going to be together everybody achieves more anta. So ನಾವು ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಅಂದಾಗ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಎ ಟೆಂಪಲ್. ನಾವು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಕರೆಯುವಾಗ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ದೆಮ್ ಆಸ್ ಥೋ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಎ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಆಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಈ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಿ. And the moment I call myself, I am a teacher, I am no less than ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ I am much more higher than God ಅನ್ನೋದು. So ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು as a individual, I like to make myself understand that. See, when I am working, I am an individual, but I am not an individual. I am a team of person. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಕೈಗಳು ಇಸ್ ಎ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈ ಟೀಮ್, ನನ್ನ ಕಣ್ಣುಗಳು ಇಸ್ ಎ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈ ಟೀಮ್, ಮೈ ಹೆಡ್, ಮೈ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೀಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ನನ್ನ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೀಮ್. ವೆನ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾನು ಆಸ್ ಎ ಟೀಮ್ ನಾನು ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದು. ಇವತ್ತು ಕಾರಣಾಂತರದಿಂದ ಯಾರಿಗೋ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ನೋವಿದೆ, ಭಯಂಕರ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ನೋವಿದೆ. Do you think you can focus and really take class? Definitely not. Yesterday whole night you wouldn't have slept. Do you think you can take class? No. Then somebody has asked you to do that rugol. So when you have used your right hand and if you have done that, your right hand will stop your entire process, and that can be the weakest link of your entire team. So it is also a personal team. So spiritual alignment is also one of my team member. As a teacher, if I am not spiritually aligned, I cannot become a teacher. See, teacher ಅನ್ನೋ ಹುದ್ದೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ತರ ಆದ್ರೆ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಟು ಗೋ ದೇರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ 2-3 ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋರ್ಗೆನೆ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸ್ಥಾನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ದೋ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಕಟಾಕ್ಷ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಬಟ್ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ದ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಗೋಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್. ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಅಂತೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಅಬೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸಾವು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಜಡ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಡೇ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ even few of the stories says when you are sitting in the judgment day and people ask you what was your profession, now the moment I say I am a teacher, they say for teachers there is a separate line, you go there. Even our Hindu Sanskriti always says Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Andre the maker of Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, who is called as Parabrahma, a teacher is kept much higher than that. Nimge, if you understand the meaning of that, then be a teacher. You should not opt to become a teacher just because I want a stepping stone. I wanted to step into something else. Before I could step into something else, let me take up this opportunity of being a teacher and then stepping out. It should never happen like that. Let me tell you, my friends who have done IIT with me, all of them are gone spiritual. They would be worth 100, 200, 300, 400 crores. They gave up everything one day and they told, from tomorrow I want to become a sannyas. And they have gone into spiritual attire. People have joined ISKCON, people have joined Jain community, people have joined, many such wonders have happened. Because being a teacher is so good and so godly, we will have to start respecting it. For that, I would like to quote one beautiful story, and then I would like to continue. This is a story of Thomas Alva Edison. We will like to put it from both the perspective. What a parent has to be ಅನ್ನೋದು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. What a teacher has to be ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಮಗೂ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Can you become a mother and a teacher also becomes important. ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ನ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಲೈಕ್ ಮೈಂಡೆಡ್ 80% ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ 85 ಗೆ ಪುಷ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಎನಿಬಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ಇಟ್. ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಟರ್ಮ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಟೀಚರ್. To take up anybody and push him to the next level. Okay, 20 ಇರೋರ್ನ 30% push ಮಾಡೋದು, 60 ಇರೋರ್ನ 70 push ಮಾಡೋದು, 80 ಇರೋರ್ನ 85 push ಮಾಡೋದು, even holding that 80 for a longer time, that is also an achievement. Not bringing him down, because ups and downs is there as a part of everybody's life. In 80 can become 75, you should not feel otherwise. It's a part of life. So you should not bring it below that. So you will be responsible. Let me take up this beautiful story. See, Thomas Alva Edison was a slow learner. Even at the age of 4.5 years, you can say this to motivate your students. ಆ 4.5 years ಗೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಮಾತು ಸಹ ಬರ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಪದ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಆ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಂಕ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. So they had considered him as a slow learner. Mother knew that he is a slow learner. But ತಾಯಿಗೆ ಏನನ್ಸ್ತು, somewhere I want my son not to feel that he is a slow learner. So she was always craving and praying for God that I want to put him into a line where he should feel confident about himself, because that being confident is more than enough for your journey to become successful. In your students also, first you will have to build that confidence. You can ಅನ್ನೋದು. Clement Stone very beautifully told that if you think you can, you can. If you think you cannot, you cannot. ಒಂದು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿನ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇವ್ನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಉದ್ಧಾರ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ you can never. You look at the same thing, ಏನೇ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಶತಾಯ ಗತಾಯ ಅವನ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡೇ ನಾನು ತೀರ್ತೀನಿ ಅನ್ನಂಗಿದ್ರೆ God will come on your favor because you called him. ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇವನ್ ಶತಾಯ ಗತಾಯ ಇವನು ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಾಗ the devils will join him because it is a teacher's curse. A teacher, when she curses a student, it will hit him back. It will hit him back so hard. You should not do that. Parashurama cursed Karna. Yes, Karna was a mistake, but Parashurama cursed Karna, and Karna also knows that the curse of a teacher cannot be taken back, but Parashuram will suffer for this curse. Today also, after reading this so-called Mahabharata, every person says, Rama, Parashurama shouldn't have cursed Karna. ನಮಗೂ ಒಳಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಉಕ್ಕಿ ಅದು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಪರಶುರಾಮ ಸಾಕ್ಷಾತ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ರೆ, ಅಪ್ಪ ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಅವನ್ನ ಕರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋದೆ, ನಿನ್ಗೆ ಅವನ ಲೈಫ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಗೊತ್ತು? ಎದ್ದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ತಾಯಿ ಅವನ್ನ ಆಚೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಲು, ಯಾರೋ ಅವನ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತನ ತರ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು, ಅಂತ ಒಂದ್ ಜನ್ಮಕ್ಕೆ ನೀನ್ ಇಂತ ಒಂದ್ ಶಾಪ ಕೊಡಬಹುದಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಪರಶುರಾಮ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ನೋ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್. ದ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್, ನಾವು ಇನ್ಫೈನೈಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಬರೋವರೆಗೂ ಪೀಪಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್, ವೈ? Rama sent Sita to so-called forest. Yaro third person maat keli. So Rama is answerable. There are a lot of followers of Rama. They may say Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, but still they have a question. Rama yak bekittitu? Sitena kalsa anta aa vyaktitva yak bekittu? Without that also Rama sampurnanagirtidda. So when we talk about the teacher, that completeness is very important. For Parabrahma, when we say, much more than Parabrahma, when you occupy that space, you should be selfless. Parashuram, how can you be selfish? Just because he is somebody, you curse him, then you are not a teacher. Somebody told him, do you call yourself a teacher? No, you are not a teacher. So ask this question to yourself, if I am a teacher, I should be selfless. So ಆಕೆಗೆ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು, ನನ್ನ ಮಗನಲ್ಲಿ I have to build up so much of confidence. Academics, everybody can teach, but building up that confidence and building up that personality and building up that attitude should be your only goal. Many a times when Modi has addressed the teachers, he has always told, Amara future is lying in your hands. Great teachers, हमारा भारत का जो आगे हम वो ड्रीम जो देख रहे हैं, वो आपके हाथ में है, आप टीचर्स के हाथ में है. प्लीज ऐसा कोशिश कीजिए सारे स्टूडेंट को जो आप लेते पहले देशभक्ति, उसके बाद में माता पिता का भक्ति वो पहले डालो, एकेडमिक्स तो होते रहता है. एंड आई नो इट इज टफ, जेन ज़ी स्टूडेंट्स को हैंडल करना टफ है. All of you have failed miserably handling your own son and daughter. They don't listen to you. My son and daughter, they don't listen to you. But he has grown beyond, I could imagine also. He's a topper of IIT, which I couldn't even imagine. So, sometimes God knows how to take a kid forward. Only thing is, we are a part of their journey and God is the main co-author of their journey. Live it to Him. And when you come on the dais also, when you stand there as a teacher also, don't forget that you are only performing what He wants you to perform. He is already there in you who is enacting it. He is a co-author of whatever is happening. So believe in Him, trust in Him and go ahead with whatever student, whoever comes, whether it is Arjun, whether it is Duryodhan, take it with a full attitude and try to complete it. So mother had this deep thought that somewhere I want to push so much of confidence into Thomas that I know he can make it big. She always felt that this son can make it big. At the age of 4.5 years, she goes request the principal of a nearby school, please give him admission. I know he cannot speak. I want him to experience the school life. She says, no, I cannot give him the admission as long as he doesn't speak. So you come after 1 year, she goes after 1 year, again they say he's not able to speak, we cannot, again 1 more year goes, and after the age of 6 years, he's been put into that lower garden, what you call it as a kindergarten class, though he had actually the age qualified for the 2nd or 3rd standard, but because of the nature and slow learning attitude of this, they pushed him to what is called as a pre-nursery. Even in pre-nursery, he was not able to perform. After 1 month of classes, all the teachers unanimously come and they say, this student cannot learn. All the teachers say, this student cannot learn. He is actually disturbing the other class students. What they told was genuine. I'm not saying what they told was a lie. So they go up to the principal and say, I think he should be sent into a special school, only then he can improve. And now the principal had to do the what you call the wrong thing. The principal was a good man by nature. He never wanted to send back any of the students, but he was in a helpless state when all the teachers had given up hope. He told, okay, I will do the needful. Then he calls Thomas. So Thomas gets into the chamber and he says, can I meet your mom, Thomas? No, sir, my mom only comes in the evening. You tell me, I will pass on the message to your mom. He had no other way, he couldn't have waited till 6 o'clock. So he says, you do like this, I would have given you a letter. From tomorrow you need not come to the college. With tears in eyes, he says, why I cannot come to the college? You will have to go to a different school. Why I cannot come to this school? You will have to go to the different school. Why to a different school? It is written in the letter. Yeah, it is written in the letter. Okay, and he picks up that letter, but he is unhappy because this school is actually removing him. He goes crying at home, but there is a dual emotion running in him. He says there is another school for him, he is happy about that. At the same time, he is unhappy that this school asked him not to come from tomorrow. So the answer lies in that letter. He is holding on to the letter. He opens the letter because he is not bright enough. He does not know how to read. He only knows alphabets. He doesn't actually understand the group of alphabets and understand the meaning. He opens, he tries to read. He cannot. He is an helpless. A, B, C. That is what he reads. Then he comes back home and he is waiting for his mother to come. Mother comes and mother was expecting one day this could happen. And mother says, what happened in the school? No, the principal told from tomorrow I need not come. Okay, if the principal has told tomorrow you need not come, why? What is the reason he told? No, he did not tell the reason. She feels okay. Then he has told that the reason is in the letter. And she opens the letter, there was tears in her eyes. She wipes the tears and she reads the letter loudly. She reads the letter something like this. To parents of Thomas Alva Edison. Dear parents, your son, she reads like this. Your son is not an ordinary student, he is a genius student. He cannot be clubbed along with the other student, so he has to be sent to a school which only handles genius students. Or you will have to personally teach him at home. So yours respectfully, the principal and the signature. The moment this was read, he felt so much boosted. Mom, sir told us I'm really a genius student. That's what I was also thinking. I'm not like anybody else. I'm different. And that is what the principal told. That is what I also thought. Mom, I am different. I am different compared to everybody. You also keep telling me, no, you are different, you are different, you are different. This is the difference. Now I understood. And then she says, no, instead of sending you to a school, I will only teach you. The principal has told, I will have to teach you at home. So she brings certain experimental products and she asks him to learn by doing experiment. See, as a teacher, let us know that there are three kinds of students. Students who are visual students. Who are those visual students? They actually look at our class and they understand perfectly. They just observe and they grab everything. These are called as visual students, very smart students. They don't need to read, they don't need to write, they grasp everything. These are visual students. We have a little less attired students who are called as auditory students. Who are auditory students? Auditory students are those where you will have to tell them again and again. It has to be in an audio format. They will have to go home and read again and again. They will have to listen to it again and again. They should be called for revision classes again and again. And these students are called as auditory. There is a research going on, and in the central government education policy, they wanted to introduce this policy. Can we segregate the students based on their skill sets and make them the best in their verticals? That is what we were famous of. Dronacharya did not teach Duryodhana how to actually be what is called as use a bow and arrow, because he knew his skill sets was something else. He did not teach Yudhishthira the other things because his skill sets was something else. Can we identify the skill sets of a student or a young kid and then try to build him in that particular vertical so that he becomes an expert? That is what the new education policy wanted to do. And the policy what we are following, it is a clerical education system which was introduced by Britishers. Britishers wanted us to feel we cannot be leaders. Britishers wanted us to feel we cannot be achievers. Britishers wanted us to feel that we are born slaves and we are going to die slaves. They had made us forget our entire past. Nobody knew that zero was given by Aryabhatta. Now also we will have to shout on the top of the voice and say, "Arey yaar, you are enjoying the technology, but let us tell you, the zero was given by Indians first and it was Aryabhatta. And the decimal system which you are enjoying, it came first in India than anywhere else. The Bhugol, what you are thinking, the earth is actually round, that was told much before you people could even think of it." A great writer says there is nothing that India wouldn't have thought of that the entire world is thinking right now. Yes, that was possible. Right now, artificial intelligence and ChatGPT is also the same thing. They say there is one voice, he has abundance intelligence in him. It is an intelligence of so many billions of people put together, and that entity, we call it as an oracle, we call it as an abundant knowledge, we call it as Sakshat Ma Sharade. And if a question is fired against her, she cannot give anything less than the perfect answer. That is what ChatGPT is all about. So that way we have learned, and it is our education system which built there. And that is he realizes I am not visual, because Thomas Alva Edison was not visual. He could not grasp visually anything. He could not listen multiple times and grasp. The third set of people are kinesthetic. Ask whether your student is a kinesthetic. Kinesthetic students are those who will have to experiment, who will have to get involved. And then when they do the experiments again and again, when they write and actually learn again and again, knowing this only, you give assignments. Those who have got very less marks, you say write it 10 times. Those who have got average marks, you say write it 5 times. Those who have got 90 and above, we say you write it only 1 time. Why? It is well defined. You are segregating. You don't know how exactly, but you are naturally doing. Because a visual guy need not write 10 times, he is wasting his time. An auditory guy need not write for 5 times, he is wasting his time. But a kinesthetic, if you are just taking one more class to them with an intelligent lot, you are making him suffer. He needs to be made to write. The more he writes, the more he learns. That is kinesthetic student. Thomas Alva Edison was a kinesthetic. Even Albert Einstein was a kinesthetic. And these two people turned to be the most intelligent, smart scientists of the world. They are still not able to understand how could this happen, because of their kinesthetic learning. Kinesthetic learning can help you to do miracles. Being smart is not important. Being kinesthetic, getting involved in the subject and consistently doing research is important, and that is what Thomas was taught right at the young age. So experimental products were brought. He used to do experiments and learn. He used to make a lot of permutation, combination, and by the age of 15, 16, he had done a lot of small invention which he had sold, and he was making good money. Now the parents had to shift to a new place. At the age of 16, 17, he had to shift to a new place. He was very confident about himself because he had done so many experiments. So when the shifting had to start, all the luggages which were kept up, everything was brought down, our mother had gone out. All of a sudden he finds his trunk, his old trunk which he used as a school kid. He opens the trunk, he was so happy, and he always asked, Mom, where is my trunk, where is my trunk, where is my trunk? Mom always told, I lost it, but the trunk was lying there. As he opens the trunk, he finds the uniform there. He opens his first uniform. There is tears in his eyes. He is so happy looking at that first uniform. And there, just down the uniform, there is this small letter. As soon as he saw that letter, he knows it is the same letter. He opens the letter, and as he reads, he is with more tears. He does not understand what to do, because the message was something like this: to parents of Thomas Alva Edison. Your son is not an ordinary student, he is a below average student. But there, our mother read it as he is a genius student. A genius student like him, there it was written, a little slow or mentally little retarded. He had used that word. Students like him should be put into a special class where such students are handled. Should be put to a genius school where genius students can be handled. Or you will have to teach him at your home. We wish him all the best for Thomas Alva. The moment he was reading that letter, our mother just enters. He just goes and he hugs her and he says, Mom, thank you for making a Thomas Alva Edison about me. Mom, what if you would have read the letter that day as it is? Mom, at least now you can show. I am already a scientist, Mom. Nothing can stop me. So if you can bring that change in every student, then yes, it works miracles for you, because we are occupying that pedestal. So she was a mother, she became a greatest teacher also. You are a teacher, can you become that mother? You are already a mother, can you become that teacher? That culmination of Thomas Alva Edison's mother should be there in each and every one of you. Because God does not create ordinary products at all. God's creation may you cannot find a mistake. But what happens, all of us are created differently and made to do different things so that the equilibrium is maintained. If all of them become scientists, how will you manage it? It's highly impossible to manage. Assuming ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಅಶ್ಲೀಲವಾಣಿ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಒಂದು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ನೀವು ಇವತ್ತು ರಾತ್ರಿ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಎದ್ದೇಳ್ತಾ ನೀವೇನ್ ಅನ್ಕೊಂತೀರೋ ಅದೇ ತರ ನಾಳೆಯಿಂದ ಆಗ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಬಂತು ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಕಪ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ವಿರಾಟ್ ಕೊಹ್ಲಿ 200 ರನ್ಸ್ ಹೊಡೆದಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ರ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ನಾನು ವಿರಾಟ್ ಕೊಹ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಸೀನ್ ಬೈ ಅಸ್. ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸ್. ರಾಮಾಯಣ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಬೈ ರಾಮ, ಕೃಷ್ಣಂದು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಬೈ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ಸೊ ಈಗಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮೂವೀಸ್ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಬೈ ದೆಮ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅವರ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸ್. What if all 150 crores of people get up and they say, I wanted to become so-called the Tendulkar, I wanted to become so-called Virat Kohli, then every day is fine. That day when everybody gets up, he has become Virat Kohli. He just looks up, who is this lady? He is asking his own wife, who are you? Where is my wife? Who is his wife? Anushka. Where is Anushka? And he says, immediately I'll go. And he comes out. The auto wala will come, and he is also Virat Kohli. Hey, what are you doing? I'm going to meet my Anushka. I did not have any vehicle. I'm going with this auto only. And he goes with auto. Traffic man, he says, I also want to come. Take me also, because he has also become Virat Kohli. How will it look? In a forest, एक ही lion ठीक है, 2-3 lion manageable है. उधर पूरा lions का भीड़ है, तो it doesn't work. So God had to maintain that equilibrium. So He has actually tossed it off, and He has made somebody a little. It is your comparison. He doesn't compare. For him, all are masterpieces only. All are masterpieces only. He doesn't create duplicates. Duplicate creation is our job. We create duplicates. We compare. We do a lot of things. Our incarnation would have happened differently in different generations. That is how our Hindu scripts explains us.
Today if I am rich, okay, ho sakta hai to manage that. In some other life I would have been a very poor guy. Today I am the smartest, in one more I would have been the dullest. When all the points are calculated, total is going to be 100 only. In my accounts, in my maths I can go wrong, but in God's account, in God's maths, they will never go wrong. So as a team, how am I going to get into a class and be that structured personality? So when I stand there, I am ready to take my entire team, spiritual alignment, God's alignment, myself with my classes, with my preparation for the classes, get into that class selflessly and give that perfect classroom session. That team is also important. And at the same time, in order to make this organization grow, together everybody achieves more. So we should also know that togetherness. Navello ottige bandaga we can achieve lot of beautiful things annadne. Today we are talking about team building. Now, because as a teachers, when you are addressing the student, at least basic lessons of life ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದಾಗ, let me ask you, what is your understanding about life? ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಬೆಳಗಿನ ಸಂಜೆವರೆಗೂ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋರೆಲ್ಲ ಆ ಟೀಚರ್ನ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸಜೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. Why they come up to you? Because you are a teacher, you are a learned person. So if I am asking you, what is the purpose of this life? What do you think should be the purpose of this life?
Or what is the purpose of anybody's life? What are we actually targeting at? Every day ಬರ್ತೀರಾ, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಮದುವೆನೋ ಆದ್ರಿ, ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ. But what are we targeting at? What is the goal of all goals? ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಡ್ರ್ಯಾಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. If you want to put it in one word, what are we actually targeting at? The goal of all goals is happiness. What are we targeting at? Happiness. I want a beautiful wife. Why? Because beautiful wife will give you happiness. I want a BMW car. Why? BMW car will give you happiness. ನೀವು ಬಸ್ಸಲ್ಲೂ ಹೋಗಬಹುದು. ನೀವು ಬಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ತುಮಕೂರು ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ತುಮಕೂರು ವಿಭಿನ್ನವಾಗಿ ಕಾಣಕ್ ಶುರು ಆಯ್ತು. ನಾನು BMW ಹೋಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅದು ವಿಭಿನ್ನವಾಗಿ ಕಾಣ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಆಯ್ತು. ನೋ, ನಾನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಟಾಕ್ಸಿಕ್ ಮೂವಿಗೆ ಹೋದೆ, ನಾನು ಆಟೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದೆ, ಮೂವಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು ಕಣೋ, ಅದೇನೋ ಬಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದಾಗ ಮೂವಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಕಾಣ್ತು. ನೋ, you know ultimately why are you actually going there? For happiness. You want to get into the highest paid salary. For what? For happiness. I want to be a prime minister. Siddaramaiah is not giving to DK. DK does not want from Siddaramaiah. Ilve illa. I want it. What? Why? It's for happiness. ಆ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಚೀಫ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಕುರ್ಚಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಹೌ ಅವರ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಾನ್. ನಾವು ಮನೇಲಿದ್ದಾಗ ವೆರ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ? ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ವಿ ವೇರ್ ದ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿಯೆಸ್ಟ್. ಗೋ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ಹುಡ್. ವೆರ್ ಯು ನಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಅಟ್ ಹೋಮ್? ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ. ಬಟ್ ವೆರ್ ಯು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ರಿಯಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ದಟ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಅಣ್ಣ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಕ್ಕ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೆಯವ್ರ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯು ವೇರ್ ಕ್ರೇವಿಂಗ್, ಮಮ್ಮ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಟು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್, ಮಮ್ಮ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಟು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್, ಪಪ್ಪ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಟು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್. ಎಸ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ದೇ ಟೇಕ್ ಯು ಟು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್, ಯು ಕ್ರೈ, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡಿಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಮ್. ಅದನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡಿ. ಯು ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ದ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಡೇ, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಡೇ. Enjoy that school at least. Slowly you started realizing what happiness is this. ಮನೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಆಗಿ. Maybe high school ಹೋದಾಗ I will be happy. So you were anticipating that in high school I am going to be happy. So high school ಗೆ ನೀವೇ ಪುಷ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ. 8ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಬಂದ್ರಿ. 8ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್, ಹೊಸ ಜಾಗ, ಹೊಸ ಸ್ಕೂಲು, ಹೊಸ ಎನ್ವೈರನ್ಮೆಂಟ್. You were happy first day, second day, third day. But was it consistent? ಇಲ್ಲ. You started thinking primary ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಮನೇಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು. What happiness is this? And slowly somebody told, college ಹೋಗ್ ಮಗ, you are a free bird. ಫ್ರೀ ಅಂಡ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಬರ್ಡ್. ನೀವು ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಜಂಪ್ ಆಗ್ತೀರಾ. ಫ್ರೀ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನ್ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ? ಏನು ಫ್ರೀ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಪೇಜಸ್ ಹಂಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ದ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೇಜಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ವೈ ಡಿಡ್ ಐ ಕಮ್ ಟು ಕಾಲೇಜ್. ಹೇಗಿದ್ರು ನನ್ನ ಮದ್ವೆನೇ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಳ್ಸೋರು ಇದ್ರು, ನನ್ನ ಮದ್ವೆ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದ್ಸತಿನೂ ಹಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಗಂಡು ಹುಡುಗರಿಗೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಯು ಥಿಂಕ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್? ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಇದೆ. ಮನೇಲಂತೂ ಕೇಳೋರೇ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡು, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡು, XYZ. You are happy. And slowly somebody says, degree hodre maga, you will be the most happiest person. You come to degree. At least enjoy happiness in degree.
Right now the class is happening. Enjoy. Few of you are thinking, ಯಾವಾಗ ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೋ ಬಟ್ಟೆಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಹಾಕೊಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, ಬೇಗ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲಾಸು. ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್, ಯು ಆರ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡೂ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್, ಓಕೆ ಡಿಗ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸರಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಡಿಗ್ರಿಗೆ ಬಂದ್ರಿ ಏನೋ ಸರಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದಾಗ ಯು ಥಾಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಸರಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೇಮ್ ಪೇನ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಹೊರತು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಟೆಲ್ ಯು, +1 +2 ತುಂಬಾ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಐ ವಾಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ವೆನ್ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ, ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಸೋ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ವೆನ್ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಅಟ್ ಹೋಮ್, ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಲೋಲಿ ಯು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ದಟ್, ಅಂಡ್ somebody says when you get the first job you will be happy. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟ್ಯಾಂಟ್ರಮ್ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ದಟ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಜಾಬ್. ಹಂಗೂ ಹಿಂಗೂ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಸಿಕ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದಾಗ ಯು ಫೀಲ್ ವಾವ್, ಮೈ ಲೈಫ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೆಟಲ್ಡ್, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಯು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ 1 day 2 day and slowly you will say what politics in this office. I was so happy without this job also. I was so happy in my degree, much more happier. Same thing will continue. And somebody says it's okay, one madve ago everything will be and all of you know madve is not happiness, it is heaven and hell combo offer bandhana. Okay, so madve is happiness ಅನ್ನೋದು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. The same thing happened to me also. I also went to my mom, she was insisting get married. I told okay mummy, because job ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಯ್ತು, ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಏನೋ ಮಜಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕ್ಸ್. ₹5 ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ನನ್ನ ಕೊಲಿಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ಲೈಕ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು, ನಾನು ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷ ಫುಲ್ ಮನ್ಸ್ ಕೆಡ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನನಗೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೋ ಇಲ್ಲೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವನಿಗೂ ಸಿಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು, ಆ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಅವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಸೋ ಸ್ಟುಪಿಡ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್. ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಅವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್, ಆರ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವಿ ಡೆವಿಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಡೆವಿಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಡೆವಿಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಅವತಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಡೆವಿಲ್ಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಾವೇ. ಆ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಹಿಮ್, ಅಮ್ಮ ಅದೇನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಏನೋ, ಶಿ ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಪುಲ್ ಮೈ ಲೆಗ್. ಅದೇ ಮದುವೆಗೆ ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಶಿ ಗಾಟ್ ಎ ವೆರಿ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಗರ್ಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾರಿಡ್. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಮ್ಯಾರೇಜ್ ಐ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್, engagement to marriage to 3 months, everything will be heaven only, because you wouldn't have seen everything about him, she wouldn't have seen everything about you. It would be only those positiveness they would have seen from the far. Doorada betta chandage. So all that would have happened, and then the marriage happens to my and then slowly somebody says one makla agbitre happiness ange ಓಡ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಟೆಲ್ ಯು, ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೇಲಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಚಂದ, ಅವಾಗ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಚಿನ್ನಮನ್ನೋ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. When a son or a daughter is born in your home becomes completely aphazoid. You would have maintained there is a time for everything in its time, there is a place for everything in its place, there is a right way for everything in its right way. ಈ 4 ಡಿಸಿಪ್ಲಿನ್ ನ he will break, and he will decide when what has to happen. Kakka where to do, not to do, everything is decided by him. When you should sleep, with whom you should sleep, and he will put a break. Husband go sleep there, wife go sleep there, I'll be in the middle. And you will start thinking, what is this life? And slowly somebody says, you put him into school, it will be happy. School cuts there, primary. Are you happy? No, tantrums will become more. High school ಹೋದಾಗ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅವಾಗ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ, ನಮಗೂ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಹೈ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್, ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಅವನ್ನ ಹಂಗೂ ಹಿಂಗೂ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಪುಷ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನೋ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀರಾ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಯೋರ್ ಓನ್ ಲೈಫ್. ವೆನ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ, ಡು ಯು ಥಿಂಕ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ? ನೋ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಯಾರೋ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಮಗನಿಗೆ ಮದ್ವೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಡಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸರಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊಸೆ ಆರ್ ಇವನ್ ಹಸ್ಬೆಂಡ್, when they go as a daughter-in-law or a son-in-law to somebody else's place, there is always a friction. Tu my aate so say, and then you will realize what horrible it is. And finally they say, mamma clara avaru seri hogtare, neevu seri hogtira. See, this cycle is running. Ask yourself this question: why you are not ready to live in this moment? Right now you have this moment. Be happy. ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನ್ ನಡೀತಿದೆ, ಈಗ ನೀವು ಕುಂತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ನಾನು ಪಾಠ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನೀವು ಪಾಠ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಇಟ್. ಟುಮಾರೋ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್, ಲಿವ್ ಇಟ್. I have few years, let me enjoy this few years. A time will come when no years will be there, enjoy it. Your wife may be Mallikarjuna Kharge, but let me say, if Mallikarjuna Belige also comes, after 3-4 years, after 30 years, he will also look like Kharge only. So why are you asking this so many questions? Not required. Start living in this moment. Right now I have a class. I have one Duryodhan. What to do? I cannot handle that Duryodhan. One is you go out of that place, or you know he is there, then try to handle. Be happy and happily handle. That's all. If you cannot do that, then you cannot become that teacher. First, I have to understand this. Can I pour this happiness onto the students who come here? Because we know happiness is something that has to be used in abundance. ಅದು ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಅಬಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಬಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಅಸ್. ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಹುಡುಕೋಕ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾರದನ ಹತ್ರ ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ಬ ಸ್ಕಾಲರ್ ಬಂದು ನೀನ್ ಏನ್ ಜಾಣ ನಾನೇ ಜಾಣ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ನಂತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾರದ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಓಕೆನಪ್ಪ ನೀನೇ ಜಾಣ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಹೋಗಿ ನೀನೇ ಜಾಣ. ಸಿ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೈಫ್. ಈ ಸೇಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ನೀನ್ ನನ್ಗೊಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳು, ನಾನು ಸರಿಯಾದ ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಆ ಉತ್ತರ ಸರಿಗಿದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಜಾಣ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ ಅಂತ ಸರಿ, ಏನು ಉತ್ತರ? ನೀನು ಸಂತೋಷ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ನ ನೋಡಿದ್ಯಾ? ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಸೀನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್? ವೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್? If you have seen, see it and then come and say where is happiness. And he starts thinking where is happiness. ಈಗಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅದು ತಪ್ಪು ಉತ್ತರ ಅನ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಕು? ಐ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಎನಿ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಅನ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನನ್ಗೆ ಹೇಗಿದ್ರು ಆಸ್ ಎ ಸ್ಕಾಲರ್ ನನಗೆ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮನೂ ಹತ್ರನೇ ಫ್ರೆಂಡು, ಶಿವನೂ ಹತ್ರನೇ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ವಿಷ್ಣುನು ಹತ್ರನೇ, ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಸೀದಾ ಅವರು ಶಿವನ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋದ್ರಂತೆ. ಶಿವನ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಏನು, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅದು ನಾರದ ನಿನಗೆ ಕೇಳಿರೋದು, ನೀನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್. ಬೇರೆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳು. ಶಿವ ನೀನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್, ಶಕ್ತಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಪಾರ್ವತಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್? ಇಬ್ರು ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಶಿವನ್ ಭಕ್ತರು ಮಿಸರಬಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವ್ರು their life is miserable. So really happiness is not that. Have you seen happiness? I don't want to answer. You say whether you have seen happiness. Where is happiness ಅಂತ. So avaga he gets confused. He could not answer. He goes up to Lakshmi because he comes to Brahma. Then he thinks knowledge is happiness. He goes up to Brahma because he knew if Shiva is given the same answer, I'll directly go to the question. Brahma, a creator, or you an happiness? No, as humans we create lot of things. We create lots and lots of things. But that multiple creation doesn't bring happiness. No, he says most of the great creators only have a miserable life. Creating or happiness is one thing that you will have to learn. So he says, where is happiness? I don't know. Is Lakshmi happiness? He says, no. Those who are super rich only are super miserable in their life. Then he comes to Brahma was Sharada, his knowledge happiness. Allu, he did not get a right answer. He goes up to Vishnu. Is Lakshmi happiness? He says Lakshmi is also not happiness. Ultimately, Narad says happiness it cannot be seen. It can be found that a person is experiencing happiness. When he laughs, when he is in top of his voice, his eyes is actually wide open and his hands are moving freely. His voice modulation says that he is very happy. The tears in the eyes says that he is very happy. But nobody has seen happiness because happiness is within. You cannot see. You can only feel happiness and you can know when a person has felt happiness. So, adakoskara, in order to feel happiness, you will have to express these external kinesthetic things so that you naturally start feeling happiness. Angidaga, in Hindutva we say human body is like an Akshaya Patra. That which you give abundance outside, abundance flows inside. Now happiness, abundance ache kottaga, more happiness will flow. Now hatred ache kottaga, more hatred will flow. Now jealousy ache kottaga, more jealousy will flow. So yen helutte tattva? Always give happiness, love and care, abundance to the outside world. So more abundance will flow. Mother Teresa followed this, Buddha followed this. So why is this knowledge? It's important. So happiness has to be something which you will have to experience again and again, feel and enjoy. Adar badla naven martivi, we become miserable. We transform our life from happiness to miserable within no time. We don't even waste few times also. Let me share how our happiness will change from happiness to miserable for no reason of ours. Now adal involve agirilla, but it changes. It was one such day. ಸೂಪರ್ ಲೋಟೋ ಲಾಟ್ರಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೇರಳದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತಿತ್ತು. ಅದು ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ 1 ವರ್ಷ ನಡೀತು. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬ್ಯಾನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಅವಾಗ ಎವ್ರಿ ಮಂತ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ನೋಡೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆ ದಿನ ಓವರ್ as won that ಸೂಪರ್ ಲೋಟೋ ಲಾಟ್ರಿ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಹೆಸರು ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರೋದು. ಬಟ್ ಆ ದಿನ 1ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಸಂಡೇ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಮನೇಲಿ ಕೂತಿದ್ವಿ. ಮೈ ಡ್ಯಾಡ್ ವಾಸ್ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್. ಐ ವಾಸ್ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಪೇಪರ್. ಮೈ ಮಾಮ್ ವಾಸ್ preparing coffee in the kitchen. My sister was lighting a lamp in the puja room. As soon as I read the headlines, a Bangalore boy has won 6 crores of rupees, I felt very happy. ನಾನು ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಓದ್ದೆ. My dad felt happy. My mom also felt happy. I told ಅಮ್ಮ ಈ ಸತಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ 6 ಕೋಟಿ. She was very happy. And my sister also heard. ಯಾರು ಬಂದಿದೆಯೋ? She asked. Bangalore South ಗೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ I told. Then immediately my mom told, ಹೇಗಿದ್ರು ದೀಪ ಹಚ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ, instead of lighting a oil lamp, why don't you light a ghee lamp? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತುಪ್ಪದ ದೀಪನೇ ಹಚ್ಚು. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಒಂಥರ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಗಿದೆ. Okay. ಬಾ ತುಪ್ಪ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ she gave that specially kept tuppa only for lighting the lamp, which we do only during the festivals. We thought that's a festival day. My mom told, continue to read, we'll find out who has called. Bangalore South bandide anta I continued. Everybody were happy. And that person resides in Wilson Garden anta bantu. We were still more happy because we also live in Wilson Garden. Happiness Mount Everest ಮೇಲೆ ಇತ್ತು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಓದ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ he stays in 11th cross ಅಂತ ಬಂತು. We also stay in 11th cross. ಅದು happiness ಘೀ ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ಇನ್ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ಬೇರೆ ಲ್ಯಾಂಪ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಹಚ್ಬಿಡೋಣ ಅಂತ my sister also had made up her mind. 213/61 ಅಂತ ಓದಿದ್ರು. ನಮ್ಮನೆ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ 213/60. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದೆ. ರಮೇಶ್ ಹೋಗಿದೆ ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೆಗೆ. ಮನೇಲಿ ಪಿನ್ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಮ್ಮಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ದೇವರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಕಾಣೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ನೆಟ್ಟು ಓದೋದು ಇಲ್ಲ. ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್. ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಗೂ ಲಾಟ್ರಿಗೂ ಏನ್ ಲಿಂಕು? ಬಟ್ ಶಿ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಲಾಟ್ರಿ ಬರಂಗಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಶಿ ಸೇಸ್ ತುಪ್ಪು ದೀಪನು ಬೇಡ, ದೀಪನ ಬೇಡ. The idea is ಆತರ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಯು, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ, ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಯು ಡೂ? ಮೈ ಮಾಮ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಇಫ್ ಮೈ ನೇಬರ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಎ crore. ಬಟ್ ಅವರ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನನ್ನ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನನ್ಗೇನು ಸಿಕ್ಕೇ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನನಗೆ ಪ್ರಮೋಷನ್ ಸಿಗೋ ನೆಸೆಸಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನನ್ ಕೊಲಿಗೂ ಪ್ರಮೋಷನ್ ಸಿಗೋ ನೆಸೆಸಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ತು. ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ. ನನಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವನಿಗೂ ಸಿಕ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ತು? ತಗೋ, ಯುವರ್ ಲೈಫ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಮಿಸರಬಲ್. ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಮಿಸರಬಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್. So that is how 3 Idiots all of you have seen.
Yes, sir.
3 Idiots result na ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅವ್ರು ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಂತ. ಹೌ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅವ್ರು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರು. ಓಕೆ, ಇಬ್ರದ್ದು ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಖುಷಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅವ್ರಿಬ್ರು ಹೆಸರು ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬನ ಹೆಸರು ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ದುಃಖ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಎಮೋಷನ್, ಮನುಷ್ಯರ ಎಮೋಷನ್. ಹಂಗೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವ್ರು, why are you guys so unhappy? You should be the most happiest people. How can we be happy? That guy, his name is not there. His name is there on the top. The moment you know his name is there on the top, even in human relation between husband and wife, between siblings, between neighbors, between brothers and sisters, between colleagues, between boss and the subordinates and the senior, all these clashes come for no reason of yours. When you become age, you will start feeling how stupid I was. Why did I behave like this? But during that moment you will not realize. So what happens? All your happiness which you should have enjoyed it to the core, it simply goes away, and you will be always anticipating, in future I'll be happy, in future after this class I'll be happy, tomorrow I'll be happy. No, it's not like that. Can you live in this moment and be happy? So he sees when his name is there on the top, the same 3 people, their life becomes miserable. Why? Because they could not digest that he has come first and those people have come last. Let them be happy about at least they have passed. They cannot. They detach from him. Most of the relationship get detached when one of the sibling or one of the spouse becomes heavily successful and the other one is not able to take. That is not actually right behavior. That is devilish behavior. That is jealousiness. We have jealousiness to the core. So can we avoid all this and keep, if I can feel happiness to others, God can come and bless you with enough happiness because he understands ಇವನಿಗೆ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾದ್ರೂ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಇಷ್ಟಪಟ್ರೆ ಇವನಿಗೂ ಒಳ್ಳೇದ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ he will bless you. See, the genie who is rounding, ದೇವತೆಗಳು ಮತ್ತೆ we call it as the devils, ರಾಕ್ಷಸರು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. We are living in a co-working space. Let me tell you this. I come on the dais if I am talking. If my energy is high, I pull all the angels and those will multiply my energy so that I have a very good impact on my audience. If I am not actually bringing them, if I bring devilish, what is this? I am taking this class. Stupid people are sitting here and they are not listening to me. Look at them, they are looking at me as though I have eaten all of their lunches. ಅನ್ನೋತರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಏನ್ ಏಂಜಲ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ರಾಕ್ಷಸರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. The Rakshasru will come and they will take over the class and I will not be able to impress. So you are actually attracting what you want to attract. So what you want to attract is what you express. So your expression has to be right. When somebody feels happy, feel happy about him. Maybe tomorrow I will get 6 plus 6, 12 crores lottery. But when you feel unhappy about your neighbor's success, when you feel unhappy about your spouse's success, when you feel unhappy about your colleague's success, God's message is very, very clear. The angels understand. ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಯಾರ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಈ ಬಡಪಾಯಿ ಖುಷಿನೇ ಪಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಅವನ್ ಜೊತೆ ಇರೋದು ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಕೊಡೋದು ಬೇಡ, ಅವನಿಗೂ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಕೊಡೋದು ಬೇಡ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತುಳಿಯೋಣ ಅಂತ ತುಳಿದ್ ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ವೈ? ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಆಸ್ಕ್. ಗಾಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಯು ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಆಸ್ಕ್. ನೀವೇನು ಲ್ಯಾಂಪ್ ನ ರಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಜಿನಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯೋ ವಿಶ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೈ ಕಮಾಂಡ್, ವಾಟ್ ಡು ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳೋ ನೆಸೆಸಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಹಿಂದುತ್ವ ವಿ ಸೇ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ an angels or devatas and rakshasas who are co-occupying our space. You release a thought process, it will immediately come and say astu. You go to a class and say, this class I am going to take it to the core and to the best. The devatas will come, they will say astu, and class will be beautiful. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಾಗ ಎಡಬಹುದು. ಎಡದಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು? ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಎಡವುದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ದೇವ್ರೆ ಟುಡೇಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಸೋ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ಶುಡ್ ಫರ್ಗೆಟ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಡವಿದ್ದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು. ದೆನ್ ಏಂಜಲ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಇನ್ ಅಬಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಯುವರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್. ಎಡವುದ್ನಾ ಇವತ್ತು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಂಗೆ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್. ಯುವರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬೈ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ಓನ್ಲಿ ಕಾಲ್ ದ ಏಂಜಲ್ಸ್. Your husband scolds you, that will be reflected in your class. Your spouse scolds you, that will be reflected. On the way the traffic was high, that will get reflected in your class. So it has to be that my emotions are kept intact. For that I should have happiness as constant. Can I pull that happiness and keep it constant by force? By force we say law of attraction says this: if you can pretend that you are happy, automatically after some time you will automatically be happy. If you pretend your sorrow, after some time you will automatically become sorrow. So we say, for that not to happen, always behave positively and be happy. ಕೆಲವೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಪದಗಳು ನಾವು ಕರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವ ಇಲ್ಲ ವಿಶ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಶಾಪ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದೀವ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬ್ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಸ್ಯೂಮಿಂಗ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಶನಿವಾರ ಬೇಗ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಮನಸ್ಸಿತ್ತು. ಓಕೆ, ಹೆಂಗ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ ಶನಿವಾರ? ಎಷ್ಟು ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಾಳೆ ಭಾನುವಾರ. ಬರ ಪಾನಿಪುರಿ ಅಂಗಡಿನೆಲ್ಲ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಾಳೆ ಭಾನುವಾರ. ಅದೇ ಮಂಡೇ, ಟ್ಯೂಸ್ಡೇ, ವೆಡ್ನೆಸ್ಡೇ, ಥರ್ಸ್ಡೇ, ಫ್ರೈಡೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಟುಮಾರೋ ಇಸ್ ಸಂಡೇ. ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕೋರ್. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಏನಂತ ವಿಶ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ವೀಕ್ ಎಂಡ್. ಏನಂತ ವಿಶ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ವೀಕ್ ಎಂಡ್. ಡು ಯು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಕರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಎ ವಿಶ್? ನೋ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಕರ್ಸ್. ಐ ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್. ಸಂಡೇ ಹಿಂಗಾಯ್ತಾ, ಯು ಗೋ ಹೋಮ್, ಯು ಆರ್ ಸೋ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಟುಮಾರೋ ಇಸ್ ಸಂಡೇ. ಬಿಗ್ ಬಾಸ್ ಸೋಮವಾರ, ಬಿಗ್ ಬಾಸ್ ಮಂಗಳವಾರ, ಬಿಗ್ ಬಾಸ್ ಬುಧವಾರ, ಬಿಗ್ ಬಾಸ್ ಗುರುವಾರ, ಬಿಗ್ ಬಾಸ್ ಶನಿವಾರ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬಿಗ್ ಬಾಸ್ ಸುದೀಪ್ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೂ ನೋಡಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾವ್ದು ಸೀರಿಯಲ್ ಯಾವ್ದಾವ್ದು ಮೂವಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು 11-11:30 ನೋಡಿ ಅಡಿಗೆ ಗಿಡಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನಿಂಗ್. ವೈ? ಟುಮಾರೋ ಇಸ್ ಸಂಡೇ. ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ. And why people wished you happy weekend? Anyway, start of the week is Sunday only, but ನಮಗೆ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ವೀಕೆಂಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಂಡೇ ಇಸ್ ದ ವೀಕೆಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ತರ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದೀವಿ. You will never look at the watch when to go to bed. Why? Tomorrow is Sunday. 11 ಆದ್ರೂ ಆಯ್ತು, 12 ಆದ್ರೂ ಆಯ್ತು, 2 ಆದ್ರೂ ಆಯ್ತು, ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಎದೊಳಕ್ಕೂ ಚಿಂತೆ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಂಡೇ. 8 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ 9 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಕಣ್ಣು ಓಪನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇರೋವರ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಇಂಗ್ರೀಡಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದೆಮ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ನಿಲ್ಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ. ನಿಯರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದಾರ ಹೋಟ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಮಸಾಲೆ ದೋಸೆ, ಕಾಫಿ ಅದು ಇದು ತಿಂತು ಯು ಆರ್ ಸೋ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ನೋ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಂಡೇ. ಊಟನೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಚಿಕನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮಟನ್ ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ತಂದು ಬೇಯಿಸಿ ತಿಂದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಯು ಆರ್ ಟು ದ ಕೋರ್ ಆಫ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಸಂಡೇ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಅಬ್ಬಾ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್. ಸೊ ಮಲಗಿರ್ತೀರಾ, 3 ಗಂಟೆ ಆಯ್ತು, 4 ಗಂಟೆ ಆಯ್ತು, 4 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ನಾಳೆ ಸೋಮವಾರ ಅಂತ ಯಾರೋ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಟು ದಟ್ ಮಂಡೇ. ಅದನ್ನ ಅರ್ಧ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸಂಡೇ 1, ಸಂಡೇ 2, ಸಂಡೇ 3. ಯಾಕೆ? ಯು ಓನ್ಲಿ ವಿಶ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ವೀಕೆಂಡ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವೀಕ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗೋವರೆಗೂ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ. The moment week end happens, let your life be miserable, and Sunday night is the worst night of entire week. ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬಾ 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 ಅಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಾಸ್ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್, ಆ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಯು ಸೇ ನನ್ನ ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕಾದ್ರೂ ಯಾಕೆ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು. And then it is happening, you sleep, you get the worst sleep of your life on Sunday. ಕಣ್ ಮುಚ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬರ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಕಣ್ ಮುಚ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬರ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಹಂಗು ಹಿಂಗು ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಎದ್ದಾಗ ನಿಮ್ ಮನ್ಸಿಗೆ ಬರೋದು ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತು ಹೋಗಿ ರೆಸಿಗ್ನೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಸಾಕು ನನಗೆ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ವೈ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಮಂಡೇ ಬ್ಲೂಸ್. ನೀವೇ ನಿಮ್ ವಿಶ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದು ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ವೀಕೆಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ತರ. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀಸನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರಿಗೋ ಒಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಬರ್ಡೇ ವಿಶ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಹೌ ಡು ಯು ವಿಶ್? ಯು ವೇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಬರ್ಡೇ ಟು ಕಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಯು ವಿಶ್ ಹಿಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಬರ್ಡೇ.
ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲ ಈ ದಿನ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಆಗಿರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಬಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಬರ್ಡೇ, ನೆನ್ನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಆಗಿದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ವಾಪಸ್ ಬಾಪ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಅವರ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಐ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಶುಭ ನುಡಿಯೋ ಸೋಮ, ಇಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ದೇರ್. ಮನೇಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಕೆಟ್ಟದಾದಾಗ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ದ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮದರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸೇ ಬಿಡ್ತು ಅನ್ನೋ. ವೈ ಯು ಸೇ ದಟ್? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಸ್ತು ಅಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತವೆ, ದೇವತೆಗಳು ಇರ್ತವೆ, ರಾಕ್ಷಸಗಳು ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಡೂ ದ ಪೂಜಾ ಟು ಪುಷ್ ದ ರಾಕ್ಷಸಾಸ್ ಔಟ್ ಸೈಡ್, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಕೆಟ್ಟದೇ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ದೇವತೆಗಳು ಒಂಚೂರು ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ಇವನ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಪುಷಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ಯೂ ಡೆವಿಲ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೆಲವು ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್. ಈ ಜಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದಾಗ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ವರ್ಕ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಹೋದಾಗ ಯು ಫೀಲ್ ದಟ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ. ಯಾಕೆ? ದೇ ವುಡಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್ ಎನಿ ಸಚ್ ರಿಚುವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಪುಷ್ ದಟ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಔಟ್. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಕೋ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್. Ramayana, there are many places it speaks about that. Mahabharata, it speaks about that. There is a way by which Arjuna meets Hanuma meets Arjuna. There is a lot of stories. If you go through some of the spiritual websites, it talks about the interconnectivity of that. There is something happening in this place also, something happening in this place also. Both of them come and meet in one common place. That is Hanuma also and Arjuna also. A lot of such things have happened. So it is a co-working space. In a classroom also it's a co-working space. Can you push that negative outside? The moment you enter the door, you will have to say those positive words. Why it is very, very important is, certain times what you say will lead to such a big disaster you cannot remember. You cannot believe yourselves. See, whatever happened for Draupadi, it would have been stopped. Krishna had the power to stop. But Krishna's power to stop was much, much more greater than his disciples who had made it compulsory that Krishna should not be there. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ರು ಆ ಜೂಜಿನ ಒಂದು ಹಾಲ್ಗೆ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗುವಾಗ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಬರ್ದಲೇ ಇದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು, ಅವ್ನು ಬೇಜಾರು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತಾನೆ. ದೇ ಎಂಟರ್ ಯುಧಿಷ್ಠಿರ, ದೆನ್ ಭೀಮಾ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಲೇ ಇರೋದೇ ನನಗೂ ಬೇಕಿರೋದು, ಅವ್ನು ಬೇಜಾರು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಫೈವ್ ಆಫ್ ದೆಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಟು ಎ ಕೋರ್ ದಟ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ವಾಸ್ ಆಂಕರ್ಡ್, ಹಿ ಕುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಮೂವ್. Krishna cannot take decision on his own. Namal Krishna idane. Arjuna is the positive mind. Duryodhana is the negative mind. Krishna will not move even an inch. You should make either Arjuna react or Duryodhana react. So that choice is with us. So Krishna helplessly says, I cannot. Arjuna has to come in large. At least once when they lose, he says, at least remember me now. I will come, I will stop. He says, Krishna bardale idre saku. Every time they lose this, he says, Krishna bardale idre saku, Krishna bardale idre saku. When we talk about power of conviction within your students, you should make them, even a blind man can see, and now on tattva we follow. There is a spirituality where lot of foldings has been done. We in Hinduism, there is one kind of third eye looking and understanding, where people with folded complete eyes, they can say who is the person in front of me, what color, what is the item. So we are powerful there. There is nothing saying it's not possible. Everything is possible. So when Draupadi wanted Krishna to help him, she says, she holds on to that sari, that big Dushasan, who is such a strong man, he's like a big bouncer. When he's pulling the sari, she knows she cannot stop him. But still she holds on to that and says, Krishna, come. Krishna says, Amma, in 5 ಜನ ಗಂಡಂದಿರು ಬೇಡ ಬೇಡ ಅಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಿನ್ ಕರೆ ಅವ್ರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗಿಂತ ಪವರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾನು ಬರಕ್ಕಾಗೋದು. At one point of time she realizes she can't do anything. She releases her right hand, holding on to the left hand, and she says, Krishna, ಎಲ್ಲ ನಿನಗೆ ಅರ್ಪಿತ. But still he says, Amma, ನೀನ್ ಮನಸ್ಪೂರ್ವಕ ಕರೀತಿಲ್ಲ. 50% of you and 50% of me. Don't believe in that. Give 100% to him and manage the students. Miracles will happen. Then she realizes she cannot. She leaves that and she takes, oh Krishna, everything into your hand. And slowly miracle happens. So such miracles you can experience with your students also when you put it across. So we are a group of people who don't want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. We always want that good ಬದಲಾಗಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಾ? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ಅಬಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವೋ ಅದು ಅಬಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So we can bring it to more and more abundance. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ instead of good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, we always say happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night. All of you, can you say it? Happy morning, happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night. This was for St. Charles University. Happy evening, happy night, happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday, happy Thursday, happy Friday, happy Saturday. ಸೊ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ನೂನ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಗುಡ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ನೂನ್ ಗುಡ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಗುಡ್ ನೈಟ್ ಒಂಥರ ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ವಿ ಆಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್? ಸಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಅಂದಾಗ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ತರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಐ ಕಮ್ ಐ ಟೆಲ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ನೂನ್ ಗೈಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಮೇಕ್ಸ್ ಯು ಫೀಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್. ದಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಕರ್ದಂಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಓಡ್ತಿರೋ ಓಡ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಕೆಲವರು ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ನ ಕರೆಯೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮಿಸರಬಲ್. ಇವತ್ತೇನೋ ಹಾಗೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇವತ್ತೇನೋ ಹಾಗೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅಪ್ಪ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ತಡೆಯ ನಾ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ. ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸ್ ಲೀವ್ ಲೈಫ್, ನಾವೇ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ದಾರಿ ಹೋಗೋರ್ನ ಕರೆದು we do the same mistakes. So negative will be going like this, allow him to go, because negative is very powerful, positive is not. ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹಿಟ್ ಯು ಟು ದ ಕೋರ್. ನಿಮ್ಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತು, ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನೇ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಹಿಟ್ ಹಿಮ್ ಟು ದ ಕೋರ್. ಅದೇ ಆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಗೆ ಕೆಟ್ಟದ್ ಮಾಡ್ಸೋದು, ಸಿಗರೇಟ್ ಸೇದಪ್ಪ, ಅದು ಸೇದಪ್ಪ, ಇದು ಸೇದಪ್ಪ, ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ, ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ. ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ, ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್. ನಾವು ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಹನಿ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಡ್ರೈನೇಜ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಇಟ್ರು, ಓಕೆ, 2 ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಡ್ರೈನೇಜ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಹನಿ, we call this also drainage, because negative is powerful. The entire honey put there, it will never become drainage, honey at all. So that is the power of negative. So as a teacher, I know it is very difficult to handle today's student who knows everything beforehand only. Sometimes at the right time, when people gets the right knowledge, it is a blessing. When the knowledge comes a little early, just like a premature baby, premature knowledge is also dangerous. That is what is happening in today's Gen Z environment. So we will have to cope up with them. So instead of calling good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, from tomorrow you should get into the class and start as happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night. Elru heli makla, happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night. Why only Monday, morning, afternoon, evening, night? All the days, ಪ್ರತಿ ವಾರನು. Why only Sunday? Monday is very important. Let's start from Monday. Happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday, happy Thursday, happy Friday. ಸಂಜೆ 6 ಗಂಟೆವರೆಗೂ ನಾನ್ ರೆಡಿ, ಬಟ್ ನೀವ್ ರೆಡಿ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ರೆಡಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಗೋ. ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಮಂಡೇ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಟ್ಯೂಸ್ಡೇ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ವೆಡ್ನೆಸ್ಡೇ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಥರ್ಸ್ಡೇ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಫ್ರೈಡೇ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಸ್ಯಾಟರ್ಡೇ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಸಂಡೇ. ಕೆಲವ್ರದ್ದು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಬರೀ ಲಿಪ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ಟ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಲಿಪ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಕೆಲವರು ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ಹಸಿತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ನೂನ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಯ್ತು, ಒಂದಿಬ್ರು ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ನ 2-3 ಸತಿ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂದ್ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ 1:30 ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ನೌ ವೈ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಮಂಡೇ, ಟ್ಯೂಸ್ಡೇ, ವೆಡ್ನೆಸ್ಡೇ, ಥರ್ಸ್ಡೇ? ಆಲ್ ದ ಮಂತ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ತಾನೆ? ಓಕೆ, ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್. ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಜನವರಿ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಮಾರ್ಚ್, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಮೇ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಜೂನ್, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಜುಲೈ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಆಗಸ್ಟ್, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಂಬರ್, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಅಕ್ಟೋಬರ್, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ನವೆಂಬರ್, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್. And all the seasons happy ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. ಏ ಬಿಸಿಲಪ್ಪ, ಏ ಮಳೆಯಪ್ಪ, ಏ ಚಳಿಯಪ್ಪ. Why? Happy summer, happy winter, happy rainy, happy spring. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೈ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Irrespective of, irrespective of, in spite of, whatever the situation is, my happiness will remain constant. Once again, equally, irrespective of, in spite of, whatever the situation is, my happiness will remain constant. Once again, constant. At one rhythm ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ಬಹುದಾ? At one go. Ready, steady, go. Happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ready, steady, go. Happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night, happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday, happy Thursday, happy Friday, happy Saturday, happy Sunday, happy January, happy February, happy March, happy April, happy May, happy June, happy July, happy August, happy September, happy October, happy November, happy December, happy summer, happy winter, happy spring. Irrespective of, in spite of whatever the situation is, irrespective of, in spite of whatever the situation is, see, most of it ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಾವು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಆಡಿಯೋ ಮತ್ತೆ ವಿಜುವಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಇಟ್ ಡಸಂಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್. ನಾವು ಟ್ವಿಂಕಲ್ ಟ್ವಿಂಕಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ? ವಿತ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್. ವೆನ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಗೆಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ as ಯೋಗ. ಬಾಡಿ, ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೋಲ್ ನ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಯೋಗ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ಇಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಲಿಟಲ್ ರಿದಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್, ಆಫ್ಟರ್ನೂನ್, ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್, ನೈಟ್ ನ ರಿದಮಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ನೂನ್, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ನೈಟ್. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ನೂನ್, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ನೈಟ್. ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಓಕೆನಾ? ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ನೂನ್, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ, ಒಂದೇ ಕೈ ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಕೈ. ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ನೂನ್, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ನೈಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಮಂಡೇ ಟು ಸಂಡೇ. ಸೊ ಮಂಡೇ, ಟ್ಯೂಸ್ಡೇ, ವೆಡ್ನೆಸ್ಡೇ, ಥರ್ಸ್ಡೇ ನ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಇಟ್ಬಿಡೋಣ. ಫ್ರೈಡೇ, ಸ್ಯಾಟರ್ಡೇ, ಸಂಡೇ. ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಏಂಜಲ್ಸ್ ಟರ್ನ್, ಆಂಟಿ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಡೆವಿಲ್ಸ್ ಟರ್ನ್. ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಭೂತದ್ದು ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ನ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ತಿರ್ಸ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಭೂತದ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಇದು. ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಉಲ್ಟಾ. ಈಗ ನಾನು ನಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ ಸರ್ದು ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ ಕಾಲು ಅಂತ. ಕಾಲು ಹಿಂಗಿದ್ರೆ ನೆಟ್ಟಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ, ಹಂಗಿದ್ರೆ ಪಿಸಾಚಿ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್. ಸೊ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಮಿರರ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ರೆಡಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ. ನೋಡೋದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಡೆವಿಲ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಏಂಜಲ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ರೆಡಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಗೋ. ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ನೂನ್, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಮಂಡೇ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಟ್ಯೂಸ್ಡೇ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ವೆಡ್ನೆಸ್ಡೇ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಥರ್ಸ್ಡೇ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಥರ್ಸ್ಡೇ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಫ್ರೈಡೇ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಸ್ಯಾಟರ್ಡೇ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಸಂಡೇ. ಮತ್ತೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಮಂಡೇ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಟ್ಯೂಸ್ಡೇ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ವೆಡ್ನೆಸ್ಡೇ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಥರ್ಸ್ಡೇ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಫ್ರೈಡೇ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಸ್ಯಾಟರ್ಡೇ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಸಂಡೇ. ಈಗ ನಮ್ದು ಮಂತ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. Months. So what we will do? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So ಅದು ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು? ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಡ್ದಾಗ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. ಹೂ ಅಂಟಾವ ಅಂದಾಗ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಹೂ ಅಂಟಾವ. ಓಕೆ, ರೆಡಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಗೋ. ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಜನವರಿ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಮಾರ್ಚ್, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್. ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಬಂತು, ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬಂದಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಆ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನಿಮ್ ಕೈ. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ March, January, February, March, April. Happy May, Happy June, Happy July, Happy August, Happy September, Happy October, Happy November, Happy December. Okay, Happy Summer, Happy Winter, Happy Rainy, Happy Spring. Happy Summer, Happy Winter, Happy Rainy, Happy Spring. And sing equal. Irrespective of, in spite of, whatever the situation is, my happiness will remain.